guys, welcome back to another video. This is Malik, and today I just wanted to show you or give you an idea of what I typically make in the morning for breakfast, and that involves some pancakes. And as you can see, I'm adding some powdered peanut butter, and I really love chocolate, so I made sure to get the Hershey's cocoa 100% naturally unsweetened chocolate. And we just add 1 teaspoon of that in there, and then we have our protein of choice, which is our standard vanilla protein, and I just add in 1 scoop. And so after that, Kodiak cakes, power cakes, they have a whole bunch of different flavors, but I particularly like the chocolate chip, and so I add 2 servings of that, which is 106 grams. And then after that, I also add some baking powder just to give the pancakes a little added fluff. And then I mix all of that up together before I add the milk and water, because it's always good to just mix up your dry ingredients. That way you have a much better consistency. And so I always like to measure literally everything that I'm cooking. That way I have my portions properly. And so what I typically do is I go in with about 90 milliliters or 90 grams of almond milk, and then I add another 90 grams of water to get about 185 milliliters of water. And that typically gives me a very good consistency with the pancake batter, and almost always has it come out fluffy. Of course, you can vary or increase your portions depending on how you like your pancakes, but this right here is basically the type of consistency you want to go for, as I really love it. And so you can always do a little check there. And then pretty much after that, I always taste it just to see if I need to add anything else before I actually add it on a pan. And I'm using some non-stick spray there. And of course you can use butter or whatnot. I just like to keep the calories down as much as possible. We got our pancakes going here, so that's pretty much how I do it. This batter or all of the ingredients would end up making about 5 pancakes. And so I typically do 3 first, and then I follow up with the other 2. As you can see there though too, the first flip didn't go as good as I thought it would. But that's okay. We got majority of it. It didn't spread too much. This is probably because I probably added just a bit more liquid than typical, and but it's totally fine because it still ended up rising just a bit. And this is our last 2 that we're putting in here. And basically once these are done cooking and I flip them, then we just plate it all together, and then I make sure to get a banana or 2. Definitely you want to make sure that you get a banana with some spots on it, giving that it's more ripe, as it typically has a little bit more sweetness to it, and very much preferred. And here you can see that I'm taking the pancakes back out of my plate and putting it back on. So I typically like to size them up and have the largest one on the bottom, and then stack them up that way, so they're at least have some sort of, I guess, quote unquote pyramid shape. And then I put them back in the plate once the last 2 are actually finished cooking. And so let's get rid of the skillet. And then these are the dots I was talking about on the banana that you want to aim for. You can definitely go for riper, definitely by choice. And then I just cut up the bananas in, fair small sizes. And then I just, you can put it around on the plate. I just, I was going for all the points here. And then, of course, you don't really have to measure the amount of syrup you have, but I have sugar-free syrup, maple syrup from Publix, and I feel like this does the job too, as well as significantly keep the calories down, because regular maple syrup, you have like 180 calories per serving, which is about 30 milliliters, and this sugar-free syrup is like 10 calories or 5 calories every 30 milliliters. So you're saving quite the amount of calories by cutting out this sugar. And for cool points, pouring this syrup over the pancakes is just the most appetizing thing I think I've ever done on a video. And so as for garnish, I love adding some cinnamon on top of it with a little bit of some sugar-free sweetener, just a little bit, to give it a little extra oomph, I guess. And given it 0 calories, you have nothing to lose here. But with all of that put together, that's literally our pancakes. And hopefully you try it out. If you do, please send me. I have an Instagram, you can find it in the description, _mjohn. If you make these, please send them to me. I would love to post them. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.